What about that? This is extraordinary from Hassan Ali. Ball pitch, cleaned it up. Marvelous bowling here.
I think Tamim's thinking he should keep dropping catches before he comes onto ball. Brilliant again. Ball straight, and he's got good pace on it. Both of these wickets, he's just beaten the batsman for pace, Shamim. And again, look at that. Little bit of movement back in. I think he would have been out LBW anyway. It's a brilliant delivery. Another wicket. And they are in trouble. No runs for him. 12 for 2.
যখন আপনার সাথে আছে হিরো i3s প্রযুক্তি, তখন সাশ্রয় হবে জ্বালানি আর সঞ্চয় হবে টাকা। এটি স্মার্ট, এটি i3s।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি।
আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই। ম্যাপ দেখি। সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে এক ইন্টারনেট প্যাক, দুইটা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
নাচে মশলা নেই কেন? দাঁড়াও, মশলা আনছি।
Alpenliebe Just Fizz Candy, কাঁচা আমের ভেতর দুর্দান্ত মশলার ফিলিং, দেয় মশলা মাখা কাঁচা আমের স্বাদ। Just Fizz.
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
Swadika.
Oh, that's beautiful. Such a graceful player is Kumar Sangakkara, and that's good commitment shown in the deep. Covered a lot of ground, appreciated by the bowler.
Well, we've been treated to some brilliant cricket this over so far. Two wonderful deliveries from Hassan Ali. This was the second one. A ball dismissing Mehdi Maroof, and he is a man on fire.
Generating quite a lot of pace. Bowling from the AKS end. Kumar Sangakkara. That's a look at the light roller just going across, and a cameraman trying to do a little bit of a balancing act going on alongside. What about that? Really keeping the batsmen on their toes.
Good bounce up. Again, just take a look at the wicket today. You can see nice and dry. Few cracks. Decent grass cover. So whatever grass there is, dry, and it's certainly carrying through to the keeper. As we saw that last delivery, looks a good wicket.
A little push away, not from the middle of the bat, and this scamper through for a single. 2 overs completed. It's 15 for 2.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
I see you at the movies. I see you with your lipstick.
এসে গেছে 2 দিনের ব্যাটারি লাইফ সহ নোকিয়া 2 4G স্মার্টফোন। এখন বন্ধুদের ফান চলবে নন স্টপ, কারণ নোকিয়া 2 সাথে এয়ারটেল দিচ্ছে 9 GB ইন্টারনেট, 300 মিনিট টক টাইম, সাথে আরো অনেক কিছু। এয়ারটেল।
এখন গান শোনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া।
Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
সদিকা, থাই ভাষা মাথায় যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি, তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ। এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ। রবি।
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
The first over, and an appeal. That's going to be close. Oh.
He must have gone inside edge on this, in my opinion. Otherwise, I think that's going on to the leg stump. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, I think it was just drifting down. Very tentative. Not sure of himself at the moment. Even the graceful Kumar Sangakkara, a little bit edgy.
Deadly cause problems for all these top players that he's bowled to, Mehdi Hassan.
Not afraid to hit the balls a little bit of loop and trying to extract that little bit of purchase out of the wicket. Intelligently bowled by Mehdi Hassan.
Shows some good confidence to be able to come in and bowl like that to top players in the world. And he really doesn't seem too fussed about who he's bowling to. All he's concentrating on is making sure that his bit. He's done it well so far. Yes, he went for a boundary and a 6. Remember, the 6 really should have been a wicket.
Sunil Narayan stands his ground, flames his bat at that one. Does not get a touch.
I think he'll feel he missed out here. Certainly an opportunity to get that away. Nobody back on the cover boundary as well.
This time he does put back to ball and he's managed to find that gap. Exactly what he was targeting in the previous delivery and helps himself to a boundary.
Yeah, it's elegantly played. We know he's coming to be a pitch hitter and score as quickly as possible, but that's a proper cricket shot. Just giving himself a bit of room and helps himself to fall.
Waits on that one and this time plays it straight up and takes a single of that delivery, which is the last one of the third over, 21 for 2.
আমি ভয় পেলেও মা ভয় পেত না আর আমি যখন জিতে যাই বাংলাদেশের হয়ে তখন জিতে যায় মা হাজারো বাচ্চাদের স্বপ্ন জয়ে সাথে আছে ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার এর ট্রিপল অ্যাকশন ফর্মুলা নিশ্চিত করে স্ট্রেংথ ইমিউনিটি ও ইন্টেলিজেন্স ফ্রেশ ফুল ক্রিম মিল্ক পাউডার আমি জিতলে জিতে যায় মা প্রতি বছরে দেশে হাজারো কোটি কিলোমিটার রাস্তায় গাড়ি চলে শুধুমাত্র মোবিল ইঞ্জিন অয়েলে সেই মোবিল এখন পাওয়া যাচ্ছে নতুন স্লিম প্যাকে যার ইজি গ্রিপ ব্যবহারের স্বাচ্ছন্দ্য আর ফিজিক্যাল ইন্ডাকশন সিল ও ব্যাচ নাম্বার দেয় আসল মোবিল অয়েলের নিশ্চয়তা মোবিল চালু থাকা আপনার উন্নতির যাত্রা
মনে রেখো 5টি সময় বিফোর ব্রেকফাস্ট রাইট বিফোর ইউ হ্যাভ লাঞ্চ রাতে খাবারের আগে টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়
First, after winning the toss, that was a full toss, striving for the Yorker. 40 plus APA. The reminder.
This was the LBW shout. You can see there that there's nothing on the outer edge, but I think it was going past the leg stump. And there's confirmation, fair way down the leg side. So good decision by Martinez.
Interesting fact here, as I mentioned, only the second time team winning the toss and batting. Rangpur had done that earlier. And it's played over the infield. The ball's just slowing down, but it's going to roll on and meet the fielder chasing it. So that's done quite utmost ease about the way he played.
Yeah, he stroked it nicely. He hasn't tried to hit the leather off it. It's a slower ball, and that's possibly why he was a little bit early on it and the bat turning in the hand. But managed to get enough on it. Just got it over the inner ring, ran away for 4.
Just finishing that point I was trying to make. Rangpur decided to bat first, scored 134 batting first and lost to Rajshahi. I don't know if that's an indicator of sorts. And he goes after it again. This one is going to sail away. Oh my goodness, what a long 6 that is.
Wow, that's a good hit. This is exactly why he's been elevated to the top of the order. And another attempted slow ball, but beautifully picked up by Sunil Narayan. And he's looking like a regular top order batsman here.
What a mixed bag. The very first over, Hassan Ali was already got 45 ODI wickets in this year 2017. A player of the tournament in the Champions Trophy 17. Number 1 in the ranking, usually taken to the cleaners in this over. After a brilliant first over. Now that was a good delivery. I think the batsman can say to himself, I could have avoided that shot. is halfway through it and I think just aborted at the last moment.
It was a good comeback. He really should have done better than that. Looks like he went down a lot earlier than he should have. See the disappointment in him. 14 from the over so far. His delivery to go.
Two very contrasting overs here by Hassan Ali. Double wickets in the first over, and now already 14 as you heard. And this is the one I'm talking about, just pitch it full up. Batsman gets a little uncomfortable. 4 overs have been completed. It's 35 for 2.
Cut it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ
This is Sunshine's mind. Makes you feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you. No Joe Jabardasti. Only ultra gliding. Cool shaving foam. The real smooth experience. Prati Shave. Cool. Real mind কখনো জোর খাটায় না।
স্যালুস প্লিজ এমন ঝড়ের গতিতে সব লিখে ফেলতে ম্যাটাডোর বল পেন এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট বাইরে দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না এপেক্স আল্টিমা
Work the situation. Now, Rashid Khan, the terror. He's not a fast bowler. He's not the one who ball bouncers and yorkers and those big swingers. Oh, he flights the ball, deceives the batsman with his variation and varieties. That's into the gap. Dhaka Dynamites after losing 2 quick wickets, making a recovery at that.
Yeah, they need a recovery here because the man into the attack, it's the most destructive spinner that I've seen in this tournament so far. He makes such a big impact. He's a match winner single-handedly. And if he can create chances early on, then Dhaka will be in a little bit more trouble. At the moment, okay, because the partnership now, 18.
Oh, it's an enjoyable contest. Tamim Iqbal realizes that this Dhaka Dynamite team back deep, and that's why he's looking to pick up wickets regularly, introducing his premier bowler. Even that's good to see.
That's pulled away. Has he got enough? Yes, he has. That's gone. That's gone for a big 6. Sunil Naran has played a beauty.
Well, that is the luxury. Once, as a batsman, you pick Rashid Khan up. You could do this. Pick that leg spinner very early, got into a good position, and off she went. This stroke from Narayan accentuates how important it is to compete against Rashid Khan. Because varieties, that's close. That was close. Did it pitch outside the leg stump?
Well, that's the only thing that could have saved him. Yeah, it was the wrong one, the googly. He didn't pick that up. A good comeback from Rashid Khan.
It'll be a good replay to have a look at that. Just 9 off the over. After 5, it's 44 for 2.
মনে রেখো পার্টির সময়
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়
ও তো ক্যাডেট কলেজের ফার্স্ট বয় ছিল।
কোন ক্যাডেট?
ময়মনসিং ক্যাডেট কলেজ।
কিন্তু ময়মনসিং ক্যাডেট তো মেয়েদের কলেজ।
ভিটামিন এ এর বাড়তি সুরক্ষাযুক্ত সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, যা ওমেগা 3 ও 6 এর পারফেক্ট ব্যালেন্স এবং বেটা ক্যারোটিন সমৃদ্ধ। সুপার ফ্রেশ ফর্টিফাইড সয়াবিন তেল, কিছু বাড়তি ভালোর জন্য।
সোয়াদিকা
থাইল্যান্ড যাওয়ার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি, তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ। এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ। রবি।
He's taking on the first delivery of the last over of the power play. Mahdi Hassan, another talented cricketer on display. And have a look. That was the shout. It was the googly. There was... The only thing we have to determine is whether it's outside or not. But this one definitely played beautifully. Always a conventional batsman, whether it's T20 cricket or any form. He just bats in an orthodox way and still very effective.
Yeah, he's a class act. Such a beautiful shot from Kumar. Let's have a look at that LBW shot. Yes, there. Just pitching after the next up. It's a good decision in the end.
How easily Sangakkara has played Mahdi Hassan. Day before yesterday, even a player like Chris Gale struggled. It's because they were looking to big sixes. But here is a batsman who bats conventionally, relying on orthodox strokes, and he's prevailing. Sangakkara, the off spinner.
Yeah, important to use the feet against the spinner. They picked up a boundary, but then he came back strongly with 2 dot deliveries. It was very important for Sangakkara to rotate the strike, and he's got Narayan on strike. He's played some beautiful shots, 4 fours and 2 sixes, and he's moved on to 29 of just 14 deliveries. Bracket of more than 200 for Narayan. So it's worked well for them, worked well for Dhaka Dynamites.
And a power play. A good over. It's 49 for 2.
খেলা 100 হোক না, আমাদের বাড়ি কিন্তু 100 হবে।
ঠিক তাই, ফ্লাই অ্যাশবিহীন আকিশ সিমেন্ট স্থাপনাকে দেয় 100 বছরের অধিক স্থায়িত্বের নিশ্চয়তা।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি। আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
না দেখি
সার্ভিসটা।
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
They're coming back strongly now with this partnership between these two left-handers. Well bowled, bit of a turn and bounce. You need to create chances, and that's a lovely Malik.
Yeah, there is a bit for spinners in this pitch. Only when you try to spin the ball. If you hurl it or dart it towards the batsman, you're going to be punished. Now that's a confirmation once again. Rashid Khan is indeed playing. He's already bowled an over. It's a good comeback, Arthur, from Dhaka Dynamites, having lost 2 wickets in the second over. They are 49.
Yeah, they bat deep. That's one of the biggest advantage. Someone like Kieran Pollard comes at number 7. It gives a lot of stability in the middle order. What an over this is turning out to be. 4 dots on the trot.
You know, Pollard came good in the last 2 games. He played for his side. Went after the bowlers, took his game to the bowlers, and was very effective. But now, top order batsmen, they have to come good.
Yeah, there's Shakib Al Hassan. Johul Islam also played a crucial role earlier on when he hit Carlos Brathwaite of the second last ball of the last over to win the match against Khulna. So they have the batting depth. That is another very good shot of the back foot touch shot on that occasion. Just a single. And just 2 runs in that over. 51 for 2.
Well, like I suggested, it's a good comeback. And now it's Bushandra helping as strategic timeout.
Alpenlibe just feels candy. কাঁচা আমের ভেতর দুর্দান্ত মশলা ফেলে দেয় মশলা মাখার কাঁচা আমের স্বাদ। Just feels মালাই চাচারা জীবনটাই বৃথা।
আমারটাই লেবুগুলো গুলে 4 ফোঁটা সাথে 1 চিমটি আদা কুচি।
চিনি দিবেন কিন্তু ঘুরবেন না, নিচে পড়ে থাকবে, ধীরে ধীরে ঘুরবে। আইসটি হবে 12 রকম মানুষের 13 রকম চাওয়া, আর এই জন্যই বাংলা লিংকের আমার অফার *888# এক্ষুনি ডায়াল করে আপনার পছন্দ মতো ইন্টারনেট আর টক টাইম অফার বেছে নিন। আর এখন ডায়াল করলেই 500 MB ইন্টারনেট এবং 500 SMS ফ্রি। বাংলা লিংক।
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
I see you at the movies. I see you with your lipstick.
এসে গেছে 2 দিনের ব্যাটারি লাইফ সহ নোকিয়া 2 4G স্মার্টফোন। এখন বন্ধুদের ফান চলবে নন স্টপ, কারণ নোকিয়া 2 সাথে এয়ারটেল দিচ্ছে 9 GB ইন্টারনেট, 300 মিনিট টক টাইম, সাথে আরো অনেক কিছু। এয়ারটেল।
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
ভাই একটা ফ্রেশ পানি দেন।
Hello, Tamim.
Hi.
Is it safe for him?
No.
Huh?
It's the safest.
Thank you, Tamim.
মেমব্রেন ফিল্ট্রেশন ও ড্রপলেট মেথড সহ মোট 15টি কঠিন ধাপে পৃথিবীর সর্বাধুনিক স্ট্যান্ডার্ড নিশ্চিত করে তৈরি হচ্ছে দেশের সবচেয়ে নিরাপদ পানি সুপার ফ্রেশ ড্রিঙ্কিং ওয়াটার।
এই তো রাজবাড়ি, আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই।
ম্যাপ দেখি। সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটে তেমন। ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক।
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি। গ্রামীণ ফোন।
Cashful শরতে cashful অফার। হিরো HF ডিলাক্স, স্প্লেন্ডার প্লাস, আইস্মার্ট, হান্ট এবং গ্ল্যামার মোটরসাইকেলের উপর চলছে অবিশ্বাস্য ছাড়। 5 বছরের ওয়ারেন্টি সহ। তবে আর দেরি কেন? আজই বুঝে নিন আপনার হিরো।
অনলাইনে পছন্দের জিনিসটির পেমেন্ট বিকাশ করলে 2টো লাভ। 1, কেনাকাটা হবে ঘরে বসে বাড়তি কোনো চার্জ ছাড়া, আর 2, আপনি পাবেন 20% পর্যন্ত ইনস্ট্যান্ট ক্যাশব্যাক। তার মানে ক্যাশের চেয়ে বিকাশ ভালো। আপনার একটা বিকাশ অ্যাকাউন্ট আছে তো?
সোয়াদিকা
থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি, তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ। এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ। রবি।
That beautiful cover drive, the signature shot from Kumar Sangakkara when he goes down on one knee and crashes it through the cover area for a boundary. Such a lovely player to watch. He's got a really good one now from the other end. Narayan has really played well. 30 of just 16. After 7, it's 51 for 2.
Well, Sangakkara's job is to bat through and help his power hitters to go after the bowlers. And he's the man to do it. Ali Hassan, ball is final over of the spell. He hasn't bowled badly. Yes, he has given away 22 runs without a wicket. Still decent.
Yeah, a bit of a surprise for me at the toss when Shakib Al Hassan declared the team. No Shahid Afridi. Not just he's important with the bat, but he's such a good bowler in these conditions, especially in this form at Shahid Afridi. They've opted to leave him out. Have to wait and see whether acquisition will go in their favour. Left just a single.
And to take further that point you made about Shahid Afridi, the pressure of Shahid Afridi forced Tamim Iqbal to bring in another left-hander, Aaron Bravo. Replaced him with man in form, Baron Samuel. 52.
Each team thinks about picking up a team where they feel who their oppositions are. And now, once they decide that yes, we can pick up someone like Narayan in place of Shahid Afridi to counter-attack. You're right on the next. So now that is a beautiful shot. He just packs the punch. He's a brilliant bowler, no question about that. From the bat of Sunil Narayan.
Well, that's one hell of a stroke. Hit back to the pace. This is amazing.
It's a powerful blow. It's a powerful blow. His inclusion is definitely working in favor of his team, Dhaka Dynamites. That's a cracking shot.
And he uses his feet. After 8 overs, it's 62 for 2 and 50 partnership.
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে টয়লেটের পরে গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইভ বয়।
Well, there was ball to go. And now, total 62 for 2.
এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন Yonder is now data free.
Yonder Music. Download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
$62 for 2. Shoaib Malik has scored 1 over. Good time to bowl with the left-handers in. I must tell you, Tino, that the decision to Ryan up the order seemed to have worked brilliantly. He's been given the license to go after the bowling. Did take on Rashid Khan and generally has been good against the spin bowlers. The thing about him is he tends to hit the long ball, which is very good. Just broke the momentum. This man is different though. He's playing a more measured, structured, a proper batsman now.
Yeah, you just talk about Narayan being pushed up the order. What I've liked is the confidence that Dhaka Dynamite's captain has had in his players. I've listened to him over the last couple of games. He's spoken about, yes, we wanted to go and bat first, and nobody else has really had that confidence in the tournament. But to have that confidence and then to be able to say, we've got to freely out the team for this game and push him up the order, because they tried it earlier on in the tournament and it didn't work. But as you say, it gave him the license and it certainly worked well for them today. Yeah, I like the confidence he's had in his players and to be able to speak out about it as well.
There he goes again. That's another boundary. He is really looking good here. The thing about him, I like what he's done here, Tino, is that he's worked on his strengths. He's good with that shot. Anything short, he's picked his gaps. He's got him in. But this time, he's looked to go behind Squalling. He's worked the angle.
Shoaib Malik actually followed him there. He was giving himself room to try and hit through the offside, but still managed to get it away for a boundary.
See, that's been his style. Look at that shot.
এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই ম্যাপ দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন
বাইরের দেওয়ালের উপর ধুলো টিকতেই দেয় না এপেক্স আল্টিমা
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
সদিকা থাই ভাষা থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ। এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ। রবি
Sangakkara having a real batsman's knock, but we saw at the end of his last innings that he certainly was able to accelerate.
That could be in ball. No ball, my goodness. No ball. That is a massive crime at this stage. You don't bowl no balls in a T20 game. Well, but that seemed to have hurt the batsman, Sunil Narayan. Yes, it's a no ball. It's over the line.
That's a big no ball. As you say, that is cardinal sin, especially in this format. But that will be painful. It's missed the pad and it has gone straight into that ankle bone, and that will be painful. Other than it being a no ball, it was a good delivery.
Excellent delivery, but then Tino, sometimes these balls, when you strike it tends to creep through the smallest gap in terms of protection. And now you take a look at that. It just crept through and just hit the thinnest of places that was open.
That happens often.
People get hit on the thigh, just past the thigh pad, and just like that, getting hit on that bone.
Or when the ball's aimed to the leg side and you tuck it down to fine leg and it misses the thigh pad and hits you just on that bone on your hip as well. You can see he's certainly in a fair bit of discomfort.
Right, with all this happening, I think we need to talk to Pia. Let's go down and join her.
আজকে ঢাকার খুব ইম্পর্টেন্ট একটা ম্যাচ চলছে, বিকজ আজকে ঢাকার 7 নাম্বার খেলা চলছে এবং এই 7 নাম্বার খেলা ঢাকার জন্য লাকি 7 হবে কিনা এইটাই ঢাকা ডায়নামাইটসের ফ্যান আজকে আমাদেরকে বলবে।
হ্যাঁ, অবশ্যই ঢাকা অনেক ভালো খেলতেছে, এখনো সাঙ্গাকারা, সুনীল নারায়ণের মতো ভালো ভালো ব্যাটসম্যান এখনো আছে। ইনশাআল্লাহ ঢাকা জিতবে।
ঢাকা জিতবে। আপনার কি মনে হয়? সুনীল নারায়ণ খুব ভালো খেলছে, সাঙ্গাকারাও ভালো খেলছে, ঢাকা কি আজকে জিতবে নাকি এখনো ভয় এখনো আছে?
ঢাকাই হবে। ফুল কনফিডেন্স।
ঢাকার ম্যাচে কিন্তু ফুল কনফিডেন্স যে তারা আজকে জিতবে, কিন্তু আমরা আজকে খেলা দেখবো কুমিল্লা ভিক্টোরিয়ান্স নাকি ঢাকা ডায়নামাইটস, কে জিতবে? ফিরে যাচ্ছি কামিছুরিতে।
70 for 2. Well, we still got a free hit. Let's see what a limping Narayan could do. We've seen a fit Narayan hit the ball around, getting to a quick 46 of just 26 balls. Let's see what he could do here with after that nasty knock on that ankle bone. Oh, on the boot, but then he's limping. Only a single, so no real damage in terms of that no ball.
It's a good follow-up delivery again, nice and full, didn't allow him to get under the ball. International signings for the Comilla Victorians. He has been good for them with the bat. And he was at long off. He's coming into the circle to mid-off.
Sangakkara sips it over mid-off. That's a boundary. Very clever cricket. Mid-off inside the circle, and you don't pitch it up on that spot with mid-off inside the circle. What was he thinking?
The captain won't be happy with this. That man was just on the boundary at long off, and he came in that delivery, and he bowls a full delivery outside off stump, and easy pickings for quality players like Sangakkara. That's forced the change. Back on the boundary now.
Oh, he should be disappointed. That was a full toss. We were talking about protection, and well, did see Sunil Narayan get hit on the ankle bone, but now the wicket keepers seem to have done away with the protection, the pads, or unless he's wearing shin pads underneath those pants,
Sometimes they put them inside, but it looks to me like maybe it could just be the smaller shin pads. There's certainly wide down the leg side. There's certainly something in there, Rashan.
I don't mind him being like that standing back. But when you stand up against a quickie spinner, you can have that free kind of delivery. That's the wide for delivery. Players have been advised to take maximum precaution in terms of protection, but then some of them have gone the other way.
Yeah, I think especially in this format, the keepers can be agile. Sometimes they've got to chase the ball as well to the boundary, so they're trying to have as light equipment as possible, and that's probably why.
The 2 balls to go in the over. He's already gone for 8 runs. Well bowled, well bowled. That's a good spot to bowl to Narayan, because he's favoured the leg side, and also someone who doesn't really move his feet too much, likes to play the stand and deliver kind of shot. Last ball of the over. 77 for 2. Full toss through the covers. Only a single, so 9 of the over, 78 for 2.
This is sunshine smile, makes me feel this way. When I can't see through, when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
I see you at the movies. I see you with your lipstick.
এসে গেছে 2 দিনের ব্যাটারি লাইফ সহ নোকিয়া 2 4G স্মার্টফোন। এখন বন্ধুদের ফান চলবে নন স্টপ, কারণ নোকিয়া 2 সাথে এয়ারটেল দিচ্ছে 9 জিবি ইন্টারনেট, 300 মিনিট টক টাইম, সাথে আরো অনেক কিছু। এয়ারটেল
এলো ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট, এর আয়োডিন ও ব্যালেন্সড মিনারেলস শরীরের ইলেকট্রোলাইট ব্যালেন্স করে, যেন আপনি থাকেন সবসময় অ্যাক্টিভ। ফ্রেশ সুপার প্রিমিয়াম সল্ট, অ্যাক্টিভ সারাদিন।
You know, that's the beauty of it. That's the passion. That's the following.
Yeah, they've certainly come out in their numbers here in Dhaka, the same in Sylhet, and are very, very encouraging to see, as you say, Rashan.
One thing that has impressed me is the following, is the loyalty that the crowds have shown to their teams. Look at that. Look at the colours. Ryan on strike. Rashid Khan's back. Went for a few runs in his first over. Narayan goes again. This time, has he cleared it? Oh, no, he hasn't. The field are not holding on. Narayan's day, I would want to check it. Very nearly a 6, but this is a bold approach by Sunil Narayan.
He's got to be disappointed with this. Rashan is jumping in the air. If he had just been standing half a metre back, he could have taken that catch easily. He's had to now throw the ball back in, but he really hasn't got himself in the best position that he could have. And that's another opportunity. He gets to 50, but he could possibly hurt them from here. They've got to make sure that they take these chances.
So Mehdi Hassan is a field I couldn't have agreed more with you. Such catches need to be taken. Ryan is 50 though. Again, there seemed to be just one approach against Sunil Narayan, and that's the slog sweep. And Narayan beg your pardon, Rashid Khan for some reason seemed to be bowling that sweeping, slogging length. Well, he's the president of BCB. Nazmul Hassan watching the game quite keen interest. They've looked to go one way with Rashid Khan.
Yeah, he's been outstanding so far in the BPL. He's bamboozled all the batsmen that have come his way, and this is some of the deliveries that he's bowled. He really has been a handful for all the batsmen so far in the tournament. And I'm not surprised that Sunil Narayan's taking him on. There we go. There's another one. I think his attitude is, I'm just going to try and take him on because I'm not so sure which way the ball's going to turn anyway.
I think the length here is important to Sunil Narayan. Don't give him that foolish length to play the slog, just dragging it a bit short. Get him to play off the back foot. There he goes again. This time should be taken. Two fielders. Oh, unlucky. That was Rashid Khan. Ran hard. Let's hope he's not damaged himself. He's on the ground. Could be out of disappointment than anything serious. At least that's what I'm hoping.
It looks like he's jarred that right knee. He's dived for the ball and it's bounced. And then he's jarred his knee into the ground there. And you can see even creating a divot. And that won't be good. He's certainly in some pain. And this is the angle that you see from a batsman. So that white line is, if the ball carries on, blue line shows the deviation, and certainly not easy to deal with. And what makes it even harder to deal with is his action. On the left, you can see is the leg spinner, is stock delivery, and on the right, the googly. But look at the position he's in, and then only at the top there, when you can zoom in to the grip, you can see the difference in that. So he's not an easy customer to deal with. Most leg spinners, the googly, you can see the back of the hand trying to force that out. But as you can see with those two images, not the easiest one to deal with.
I think you need to look at those two frames again. Look at
International signings for the Comilla Victorians. He has
almost with two-finger grip. Look how wide the two fingers are. It's more like an off-spinner's grip on the reverse, because the off-spinner would have your fingers wide apart to try and get more turn. But he's delivering the googly with a completely unorthodox grip, because normally you would expect it to come from the back of the hand. So this is what makes this bowler so special. The leg spin and the googly.
$11 gone, 85 for 2.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইভ বয়।
মালাই চা ছাড়া জীবনটাই বৃথা।
আমারটাই লেবু গুনে গুনে 4 ফোঁটা, সাথে 1 চিমটি আদা কুচি।
চিনি দিবেন কিন্তু ঘুটবেন না, নিচে পড়ে থাকবে ধীরে ধীরে।
আইসটি হবে 12 রকম মানুষের 13 রকম চাওয়া, আর এই জন্যই বাংলা লিংকের আমার অফার *888# এক্ষুনি ডায়াল করে আপনার পছন্দ মতো ইন্টারনেট আর টক টাইম অফার বেছে নিন। আর এখন ডায়াল করলেই 500 MB ইন্টারনেট এবং 500 SMS ফ্রি। বাংলা লিংক।
এখন গান শোনো কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া।
Yonder Music, download the #1 music app now, exclusively Robi এবং Airtel userদের জন্য। No money for music.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইভ বয়।
সোয়াদিকা
থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি, তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ। এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ। রবি
Had respectable returns without being outstanding. Ryan on strike, over number 12. Goes straight and goes big. That's a massive 6 to start the over.
This is brilliant. It's the second time he's tried to bowl the leg spinning slower delivery. He's picked that up and has hit it way over the top. 102 meters, that's a good shot. And it looks to me as you can see that opportunity that was there a little bit earlier. As see that over the top, I don't think they should be pitching the ball up to him. Not like that.
And I'm not sure whether that's the start that you would have wanted of a new over. You would have wanted to bowl your surprise delivery a little bit later. Narayan just, or at least I should say, Al-Amin showing a bit of predictability there. Slow ball, looking to take the pace of the ball, and in that slot from over the wicket now.
There's an appeal, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. He certainly isn't as comfortable with the ball shorter at him. Anything that's pitched up, he's just throwing his bat at. And as you said earlier, he's got the license to do that. If he gets out, he's not going to get into trouble. And he's not going to be frowned upon. But certainly they've seen how comfortable he is when that ball's pitched up. And he's played a few really good shots. Just don't give the ball to him pitched up.
I get the feeling that Comilla seemed to have missed a trick here with Narayan. 60 of 37 needs a lot of damage for someone like Sunil Narayan. There you are. Not in control, but he'll get a boundary. That's not a great effort by the man at short fine leg, I can tell you. That's the captain, Tamim Iqbal. Look at the... The ground is about to swallow them, just like that. Because they're leaking runs. 95, already 10 runs in the over. Another short one. This time, he'll have the fieldsman on the boundary. There's 11 runs already.
The understanding between these two, very significant. We've noticed that.
Well, this partnership is becoming ominous for the opposition. They need to pick up a wicket here.
Goes for it. Oh, that might be Shah Malik a little interested, not really going for a big appeal.
Nice loop. Lowness. Working for the bowler.
And, well, he's trying to hit the ball too hard at some time. You've got to ensure that you wait for the ball to come on to you and adjust accordingly.
Also that ball died on the batsman. didn't bounce enough for the batsman to execute a good stroke. Well, these two batsmen, they are setting it up quite nicely for the batsman to come and finish off strongly if the partnership is broken.
Well, he makes that move outside the off stump, upsets its line. Eventually, just swing it around. They go through quickly for the second chance of a run out. Oh, at both ends. Now, that's going to be interesting. Is the umpire going to go up to the third umpire? I wonder.
Yes, he has referred it. Well, good effort from Medias and made it very difficult for Sangakkara. Force him to scamper through. Oh, he's out. We were talking about the breakthrough. Here it is. What a timely wicket to have.
Yes, indeed. That second run, that should be given as out. To the delight of the Comilla supporters. Sangakkara very annoyed with himself. Has to take a long walk back. Goes for 28, run out. Dhaka are now 104 for 3.
কি হচ্ছে এসব? চাইলেও লিখবেন না চাইলেও লিখবেন ম্যাটাডোর বলপেন এতে আছে জার্মান হাই ফ্লো ইঙ্ক লেখাকে করে সুপার ডুপার ফাস্ট এন্ড ফাস্ট গট ইট
এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই
দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক দুইটা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন
মনে রেখো 5টির সময়
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়
সনিকা থাই ভাষা থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ রবি
Batsman in, Karan Pollard. The big striker has been elevated in the batting order, and that's a good move.
Yeah, fresh from those two consecutive 50s. Oh, that's a timely wicket. Was slow to leave his crease, Sangakkara, and that delay cost him the wicket. He's annoyed.
Just mentioning that they seem to have got their communication in order. And very next ball, the run out occurs. 13 done, 104 for 3.
This is sunshine smile makes me feel this way when I can't see through when I'm feeling blue.
You're a real beauty. Oppo F5. Capture the real you.
মালাই চাচারা জীবনটাই বৃথা
আমারটাই লেবু গুনে গুনে 4 ফোঁটা সাথে এক চিমটি আদা কুচি
চিনি দিবেন কিন্তু ঘুরবে চিনি
*888# এক্ষুনি ডায়াল করে আপনার পছন্দ মতো ইন্টারনেট আর টক টাইম অফার বেছে নিন আর এখন ডায়াল করলে
For plenty. They did well to just bowl that slow delivery, the second one up.
it was a slowish delivery. This batsman.
Here is. It's just 2 runs short of Luke Ronchi, who is so far hit the highest amount of runs in this edition. Well, in an innings, and already 3 balls. That's going to the fielder. He's taking it. Well, suddenly it's a run of play and out of the blue, the full toss results in a catch.
A very good catch if he has taken it cleanly. And that's why umpires want to double check it. Never easy for a fieldsman to dive in front. But the main is assured that he has taken it cleanly. What a wicket this is going to be. The set batsman is looking very dangerous. Be a pressure reliever. They think it's out.
Yeah, the soft signal going out to the top saying that we think the umpires on field think it's out. Just confirm that. Let's have a look at this. Catch that. Yeah, so they're not overstepping. We carry on. There's the catch. Let's see. He's got his fingers underneath that ball. I think he. Oh, well. Could be a bit of doubt. What do you think?
I think the ball actually landed in his fingers. I don't think there was any bounce. It wasn't the case of ball touching the ground. Otherwise, that ball would have gone to his palms rather than the fingers.
Yeah, if it bouncing in, that would have happened and seemed to nestle very nicely within his fingers. We'll wait for a closer look at that one, just to make sure that the right decision is taken. Ramasa, look, he's waiting. Tamim feels from his body language that he's taken it cleanly. And you need to just ensure that we have a good look before we make a final decision.
Or the reaction tell you how desperate they are to have the decision in their favor. They know it's a very important wicket. Some sort of a frenzy created by Sunil Narayan. He was looking dangerous. Have a look.
There you go. I think it's all right. That zoomer tends to tell me that we'll just go forward. There his finger cupping the ball into the hands, and I think it's done. I think it's okay.
Yeah, from the right hand, the ball going towards the left, hitting the fingers, and I think they have picked up a wicket. Yes, it's a clean catch.
But I think they got that soft signal also, the umpire from the on-field umpires saying it was out, so that'll be on his mind.
Well, how? Good. It's
be on his mind.
Well, how? Good. It's to have these gadgets. The zoomer played everything for the third umpire.
They're also going to have a look whether that was a high full toss. Was it a beamer? Let's have a look at this. It was okay with non-overstepping. Oh, that's all right. It's on its way down under the waistline.
Well, you have to have a second look because the batsman is on his toes. And they tell us standing tall. From this replay, if you disregard batsman standing on his toe, this is out.
Yes, that's been confirmed. There it is. Big cheer goes up. A very, very important wicket. Crucial wicket of Sunil Narayan goes for 76. Dhaka are now 114 for 4.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়।
Yonder is now
data free.
Yonder Music. Download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Ruby এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইভ বয়।
Alpenliebe just feels candy. কাঁচা আমের ভেতর দুর্দান্ত মশলার ফিলিং। তাই মশলা মাখা কাঁচা আমের স্বাদ। Just feels.
Getting rid of Sunil Narayan. Now, the Miller team will feel that they can restrain the scoring and curtail them to a much lesser score than they originally threatened. Whips it away. Backward square leg comes in. Just to single the result. So we'll see a period of play when it's going to be remaking of the team. 14 done, 116 for 4.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়।
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইভ বয়।
ম্যাডাম ব্যাগটা নিচে রাখুন প্লিজ। এবার সামনে রাখা যে কোনো একটি কৌটা তুলুন।
গন্ধটা তো পাচ্ছি না। না না, এটা না।
ওকে, এখন বাম দিক থেকে তুলুন।
এই তো তাজা লেবুর সুগন্ধ। আমি শিওর এটাই মেরিল। আমি কি এটা নিতে পারি?
এই দেশে 2 যুগের বেশি সময় ধরে শীতে উষ্ণতার প্রতীক হয়ে আছে তাজা লেবুর সৌরভে মেরিল পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি। তাই চিনে নিন আপনিও মেরিল পেট্রোলিয়াম জেলি।
Between Sangakkara and Narayan for 92 runs was Sangakkara just being run out and immediately after Sunil Narayan going back. So look at this run out.
Oh, in these intense games, fielding is very important. Wickets were hard to come by. They were struggling to break this partnership, and that's brilliant work. And then this catch. That's why in intense games, fielders, they have to be on top.
Was Sangakkara just being run out and immediately after Sunil Narayan going back. So look at this run out.
Oh, in these intense games, fielding is very important. Wickets were hard to come by. They were struggling, and that's brilliant work. And then this catch.
Going back. So look at this run out.
Oh, in these intense games, fielding is very important. Wickets were hard to come by. They were struggling, and that's brilliant work. And then this catch.
Sunil Narayan going back. So look at this run out.
Oh, in these intense games, fielding is very important. Wickets were hard to come by. They were struggling, and that's brilliant work. And then this catch.
Sunil Narayan going back. So look at this run out.
Fielding is very important. Wickets were hard to come by. They were struggling,
Ryan going back. So, look at this run out. Fielding is very important. Wickets were hard to come by. They were struggling. And it's brilliant work. And then this catch. Ryan going back. So, look at this run out. Fielding is very important.
For his team. Look around the corner and they go through quickly for the single.
From this position, Dynamites have come tumbling down. That's a big wicket. Doesn't matter if he was run out. Oh, they are glad, aren't they, to see his bag.
Tell you something, Amir, just a few overs back, Rashid Khan was trying to field in the outfield, injured, he jawed his knee. No evidence of that, but this fielding was done to his own bowling. All bowlers field well to their own bowlings, don't they? And catch. Absolutely. This is exceptional. Rashid Khan would know that he can mesmerize the batsman with the array of sliders, the leggies, the googlies. And now he's come up with in his armory, getting the people to run out. Brilliant, brilliant over. 15 done, 117 for 5.
Got it! এই তো রাজবাড়ি আর ইনি বুঝি রাজামশাই না দেখি সার্ভিসটা
তুই যেমন তোর ইন্টারনেটও তেমন ফলো মাই নেটওয়ার্ক
এখন গ্রামীণ ফোনে একই ইন্টারনেট প্যাক 2টা কিনলে একটা ফ্রি গ্রামীণ ফোন
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে
Let's look at the up and down. Dhaka Dynamites.
আপনার কাছে কুমিল্লা বিক্রি হয়েছে স্টার
With a strong batting line up. Let's go down and join. Yeah.
কেউ যদি জিতে যায় তাহলে কি ফাইনালে যাওয়ার সম্ভাবনা আছে ইনশাআল্লাহ আজকে কুমিল্লা আপনার কাছে কুমিল্লা বিক্রি হয়েছে স্টার প্লেয়ারকে তামিম ইকবাল তামিম আমাদের
Hassan Ali comes back and holds one of those beauties to completely shatter the wicket up.
Is brilliant. 3 wickets already for him. Was 70% removed for 1. It's 117 for 6.
It's a very, very crucial breakthroughs as we see the new batsman coming in, and there will be a bit of a break because.
আলাই চাচা জীবনটাই বৃথা
আমার তাই লেবুগুলো কোনো চার ফোটা সাথে এক চিমটি আদা কুচি
চিনি দিবেন কিন্তু ঘুরবেন না নিচু
13 রকম চাওয়া আর এই জন্যই বাংলা লিংকের আমার অফার *888# এক্ষুনি ডায়াল করে আপনার পছন্দ মতো ইন্টারনেট এখন ডায়াল করলেই 500 MB ইন্টারনেট এবং 500 SMS ফ্রি বাংলা লিংক
Really good piece of timing. Crowd on their feet. It's game on. Right from the middle of the bat. Got it. Nasir Hussain
BPL Season 5, Select Sixers vs. Season 5, Providers. Today at 6 p.m. live on GTV. Also on Ravichol app.
আমাদের তোমার এখন কালা ভাই এসছে সাথে আসছে ধলা ভাই এদিকে আছে আমার বেইল আর ওদিকে আছে ম্যাক্স কলা এরপরে ম্যাচ হবে ম্যাচ একটার পরে জিতা জিতা জিতা
তাই যদি মনে মনে দিত না খেলিয়া মাঠে না নামিয়া জিতবা এখন তাই আরে যদি মনে করেন তাই জিতছ কিন্তু আমরা সিলেটের ভয় আমরা সিলেটিরা খেলিয়া জিতবো এবং আইস্কোর ম্যাচ আমরা করে পাই
চোখ রাখুন ফ্রেশ নিবেদিত ক্রিকেট তৎপরতে শুধুমাত্র জিটিভিতে
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়
Before breakfast, right before you have lunch.
রাতে খাবারের আগে টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফ বয়
এসে গেছে 2 দিনের ব্যাটারি লাইফ সহ নোকিয়া 2 4G স্মার্টফোন। এখন বন্ধুদের ফান চলবে নন স্টপ, কারণ নোকিয়া 2 সাথে এয়ারটেল দিচ্ছে 9 জিবি ইন্টারনেট, 300 মিনিট টক টাইম, সাথে আরো অনেক কিছু। এয়ারটেল
Bosundhara LPK strategic timeout, the new batsmen in, and they keep on coming very, very quickly. Zahrul Islam Omi, 21.04 his average, and has gone past the 1100 mark in his 20 overs career. He's here because of this.
Well, it's surprising to see Zahrul Islam batting at number 3 in the previous game. You can't do this. Pointing towards the dressing room.
Well, it'll be up to Zahrul and Shakib Al Hasan to get a move on. It's not going to be easy. They're both new at the crease. Let's have a look at so given the send-off and coming just saying, don't worry about it. It's just one of those things, mate. Carry on. Don't look back.
What's done is done. Move on.
He's going very well. There's Sanali again. Another chance that would have been pretty interesting. Direct hit.
Fielding has been superb, without any doubt. That was close. Direct hit was needed. All the fieldsmen are fleet-footed at the moment.
And why not? They're back in the game very, very strongly. You'd think that they'll be encouraged by these cluster of wickets they've achieved. Full toss again. It's a low full toss, not allowing him to get on. The one.
Well, that's what you get when two strong teams are competing against each other. Pendulum, and the equation keeps on changing. It's been reverted through some good bowling and fielding.
And there's another piece of good bowling. It might be a fire, possibly an inside.
Phrases because they've been bowling to left-handed and right-handed batsmen consistently.
Right behind that, no chance of a single of the last ball of the 16th over. It's 120 for
powder. A triple action formula নিশ্চিত করে strength, immunity ও intelligence. Fresh full. আমি জিতলে জিতে যায় মা।
এখন গান শোনো
জন্য কোনো ইন্টারনেট চার্জ ছাড়া।
Yonder Music. Download the #1 music app now. Exclusively Ruby এবং Airtel userদের জন্য. No money for music.
What a comeback for Comilla Victorians. At one stage, Dhaka Dynamites were 114 for 3. And from there on, they've lost not just one, two, but 3 wickets. Down in runs, but still at the end he's only given up 17 runs in 3.1 overs that he has bowled in the last delivery that he bowled. Maybe just the back leg again beaten. What a talent this is.
Yeah, he's mixing it up. He's mixing the googly and the rogan with very little difference in his delivery or release. It's just the grip. It's just Litton Da standing up. Well, that was a sharp chance, looking to play the cut. Be out. That has to be out. Completely flummoxed. With
Jawahir Islam had no clue whatsoever. That's the plum in front. Tried to sweep the ball and is turning. And it would have gone on. Dynamites in a spot of order at 120 for.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়। Before breakfast, right before you have lunch. রাতে খাবারের আগে। টয়লেট।
অ্যালপেনলিবে জাস্ট ক্যান্ডি কাঁচা আমের ভেতর দুর্দান্ত মশলা ফেলে দেয় মশলা মাখার কাঁচা আমের স্বাদ। জাস্ট ফিলস সনিকা এই ভাষা থাইল্যান্ড যাবার ইচ্ছেটা যাদের এত বেশি তারা রবিতে যে কোনো পরিমাণ রিচার্জে পাচ্ছেন ব্যাংককের এয়ার টিকিট জেতার সুযোগ। এছাড়াও পাচ্ছেন অসংখ্য সারপ্রাইজ। রবি
Saddam Hussain, the new batsman. What an over this is turning out to be. Only one over has been bowled as a maiden throughout this tournament. Can this be the second one? Yes, it is. Nearly picked up a wicket. Wicket maiden for Rashid Khan. 120 for 7.
মনে রেখো 5টি সময়। Before breakfast, right before you have lunch. রাতে খাবারের আগে, টয়লেটের পরে এবং গোসলের সময় ব্যবহার করো লাইফবয়।